I don't want to do this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I had an entire weekend not to think about Danganronpa. And then I remembered that I uploaded that damn clip this morning, or last night. And I'm like, oh. Right, there's Danganronpa today. Because I have to play it. Because I have to suffer through it even more. Great. Good thing I have some food. Man. Anyway, if you missed it, last week was painful. That's basically what it is. We tasted that despair. Straight up. And I was like Hajime, all like unable to. I didn't want to get up. Yeah, dude, I didn't want to get up. And he had to get over it in the course of like half a day even. Last week was a punch in the field. Or like a kick in the nuts. And it wasn't just one kick, it was two. Maybe three, if you think about it. Disappointingly so, we lost Monami. More disappointing, we lost Chiaki, who was also apparently the traitor, And I don't want to believe that at all. And I was able to figure it out by looking at my VOD for chapter 5, and I'm like, oh no. I don't like where this is going. Chiaki's being suspicious of that entire chapter. And it's not a fault of her own, either. Don't worry, V3 will be Ronaldo Gacho, kicking your balls and doing all kinds of tricks. And before I end up dropping Danganronpa 3 the moment somebody dies on the first chapter. Fuck. Alright, well, first things first. We should at least do this. Even though technically Monami is dead, she somehow is fighting whatever the fuck that thing is. So we should at least try this, right? Right? I don't know what the fuck that is. It don't look like the thing I remember seeing from the factory. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Who knows, right? Who bloody knows? How did that not count? There we go. Oh. Swallowtail acquired. Swallowtail? Yo, why do these things need to have so much HP on hard mode? They don't need to be this tanky. Since when was Diglett and Dugtrio tanky? They were never tanky in the games. You could literally knock them out with one fighting move, I think. Ow. Ow. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's the bomb layers. Look at all the explosions. Hope Cloth Beam. Oh. Wait, there's one more alive? Hey, what are you doing over there, corner buddy? Whoa! Oh, it's one of these things. I remember this thing. I remember this thing kick him up butt the first time in hard mode. Let's deal with that. Oh, what? What? No! Meteor Rod. I wonder if it would be easier to hit those things if I jumped on them. Maybe not. No! Don't stun me! Can't let that happen. Yes, we've got full HP, baby. We're not gonna die today. We're gonna beat this boss the first try on hard mode, and we're not gonna die either. Unless I get my ass kicked, in which case, look, I tried my best. Lots of wave jokes about conflicts are not amusing to me. That's the last line I heard. Maybe the boss is on the 10th? The boss is on the 10th. Should be on the 10th. There's still something alive, though. Ah, there you are. Oh, it's not on a wave 10. Oh, my. Uh-oh. If it's not on wave 10, how long is this stage? Uh-oh. No! Oh, wait, you don't do anything. You can't hurt me. You don't even charge. You're just cute. Wave 11, dude. Oh, do not jump on those! Oh my god! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We just lost half our HP to that. Oh, great, we're throwing. We're just throwing now. Yep, we are throwing. We're throwing. We're throwing it all away. Oh, cool. Now we're at the final stage. Holy crap! Is it all three of them? He's got spins! He can spin, baby! Oh my god. What? He can throw rocks! No! Oh, that's it. We can't beat him. We don't have enough HP. Oh my god, he died at the end. Holy crap, that thing hurts. I had no HP, man. Nice. We did it. We got new equipment too. What do we get? We got a meteor rod that gives us more magic power. Cool. Or just a despair rod that's said to just be amazing. A rod that's been wielded by a child of despair. Child of despair. Swallowtail. Magic power way down. Not worth it. This one's worth it. We're curious? What does that say? A fairy's ribbon that changes its color and pattern depending on the environment. Hope Beam 1000. A diaper that transforms hope into power. Oh, prodigious one, ease our despair and guide us into the future. Future Foundation? That's a lot of stats, though. Damn. You get all the good shit from hard mode. We got Despair Rod, we got Mercurius, we got Hope Cloth Beam 1000, even though it's still a fucking diaper. Cool. Alright, well, I don't know what Usami would have done before we ended up getting caught up in that crap, because Usami was there with us at the time of the, execution. So that specific fight would have had to happen, first off, before the bomb went off. Second off, during the class trial. Right? Alright, into depression we go. We've already experienced crap, so what else can they throw at us? Huh? What is this? It's a door. The Kingdom Hearts. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Kingdom Hearts. Where am I? Kingdom Hearts. How did I get here? You fell into darkness. Actually, you know what? When you think about it, Kingdom Hearts and Danganronpa kind of do share a similarity. You fell into despair, not into darkness. The door to despair? That's what it is? The door to darkness instead of the door to... It's the door to despair? Where am I supposed to go? Ah, God, Christ! Ow! Oh. I don't like this. I hate this already. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Kind of feels like the one from the start of the game, but I'm immediately thinking of Hope's Peak Academy. You crazy? Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else, and I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? Excuse me. It's not connecting. Of course it's not connecting. None of it makes any sense. Especially when we saw the, when everybody saw the vision, not even vision, like the actual dead students. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere? On Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
What is going on? Wasn't that the same line from fucking DR1? Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Host Peak Academy. But why would this place be Host Peak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? What is this? In a normal classroom, there'd be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. When I tried knocking on it with my fist, yeah, pretty solid. Looks like it's pretty thick iron plate. Is this to keep us trapped? What the heck? This place where iron plates are covering the windows inside classrooms. Is it really Host Peak Academy? Kalki's getting some despair, or I'm getting suffering. Suffering all over again. Next thing you're not gonna tell me is that if I get a fucking Monokuma coin off of this thing, I'm gonna be mad. This is a surveillance camera. Why would there be a surveillance camera inside the school? I wondered, does this have the same purpose as the surveillance cameras on Jabberwock Island? If so, who's watching us? Is it whoever's controlling Monokuma? This clock doesn't have any hands. Clock without hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in the classroom? Because one of my old classes back in fucking middle school, they had a sign covering the clock. And it said, time passes. Do you? I hated it. Does this monitor serve the same purpose as the monitors on the island? If so, this would be under Monokuma supervision, right? Is this place really a Host Peak Academy? Damn it, what's going on? I don't know, do we have a map? No. We don't have truth bullets. Still have a report card. Did our regulations change? Nope. Did Monokuma die? Nope. Cool, let's leave. God, I swear to God. Oh my God, it really is Host Peak. Oh no. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Host Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Host Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to start us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up. Oh God, oh Lord, oh God, oh no. I know that fucking door right over there. However, why is everything all glitchy? Despair Hotel, no. No, I hate it. Oh, that's different. I don't remember that being on there before. The store is all glitched and blacked out. I don't remember what this room was, to be honest with you. Nurse's office is blocked out. The bathrooms are blocked out. The second floor is blocked out. Ugh. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not gonna cower away anymore. And so I brace myself and cautiously open the door. And I guess we're not opening the door. Chapter 6, Chapter 9. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of the door. I guess we did open the door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Okay, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Host Peak Academy or something?
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right.
yeah.
Anyway, any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to the too long-awaited Host Peak Academy? It does not feel good because it looks exactly the same and it's making me anxious.
Right, you.
You.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock! I just told you guys this is Host Peak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in hell that's true.
No,
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Host Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway. What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Host Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that?
Stupid fool!
I don't believe it. Hi, Mini Mario. At least we still have you. It made me uncomfortable for another reason when I played. Well, I'm gonna find out soon. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Host Peak Academy. You don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone?
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit, just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between? Wait, what? It's more like a design choice I just don't like.
Hey!
What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my, are you minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. Yeah, but usually it involves killing.
Shing!
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey!
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure?
But
about
on the
this?
other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
why?
We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here. That's what I thought everyone else would say in Danganronpa 1, and then we got thrown a fucking curveball with that one.
That's right!
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No!
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey!
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. Uh-oh.
Damn it!
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start the research in the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. A dick. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this. I do too.
Hey!
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Host Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How we make it back to Host Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Host Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. Huh? What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Host Peak Academy? It looks the same. Just overgrown. This is the Host Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? Huge building. And meanwhile, community colleges are so much larger. No wonder I feel so annoyed by this. I have freaking hair popping up randomly. Get out of here. I was finally able to attend Host Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, Wanted to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully, the only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. You know, Nagato sounds a lot like, Neji from Naruto. Destiny and all that crap. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody, that's all. I don't agree with him with that, by the way. I absolutely disagree with Nagato because anyone is capable of anything. It's not like you're gonna be a genius off the bat. You could even argue Byakuya wasn't a genius off the bat because he wasn't ready to take over the Togami family. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna.
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey.
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit. Which means, the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma? However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma's telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. Fuck! Now, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So, what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do the graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? Not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like you have been?
Alright!
Alright, I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about We might be able to learn something... What? We might be able to learn about something about Hope Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we could just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, can we go? We can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes! Anybody who gives effort enough can't build an ultimate skill better than a random guy that was born with some underdeveloped skills. I agree! Which is why I also agree that, as much as I hate it personally, I could consider myself a leader if I wanted to be, but I don't want to be one. Because I end up being a natural at it, but I hate it. He's right. Now's not the time to be bemoaned to how lucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island? He should already know we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now. Bye.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything. It
However...
will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too.
Huh.
Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia, please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! You fucking stalker! Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's gonna end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is hope to advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely gonna go home. Investigate. What the fuck?
I knew you could do it.
Are you kidding me? There's Monokuma dolls here too? Oh, you are disgustingly awful game. Kazuichi's gonna choose whatever Sonia's choosing for sure. I don't know about that. What are we doing on the 5th floor? Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for this trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Make me back down. I want to go back down to the 1st floor. Sonia, what are we doing on the 5th floor? This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Nope, it's not just you. Oh, interesting. It's not gonna let us go to the morgue. It's only gonna let us go to the plants and the classroom. Everything else is locked out. Also, it's so fucking Doki Doki Literature Club. I still want to... The Matrix. I still want to see if we could poke it. No. Okay. Wait, what? Raw. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-ba-da-bum. Alright, let's just check the... Oh, the classroom is locked out. I guess the only... Wait, the only thing we have access to is... Wait, what do we have access to? We only have access to one thing? And that's the fucking dojo? Yeah, they locked out the outside. Okay, fine. Dojo it is. What was in the dojo last time? It was the lockers, right? With the weird keys? Nice place. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking wood lock key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. There's a straw post. I guess that means it's used for training. The cherry tree? Who the hell calls them cherry trees? Is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The falling petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Hiyoko and Pekka were here, it would have looked truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I would definitely go home. Better go home. This cherry tree is in full bloom. It may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo, but in this situation it just looks bizarre. The target seems pretty far away. If the production team had more time, there could have been a minigame. Hey, production team, why are you jabbing at yourself? That's the hit yourself moment. Wait, what am I saying? It's armor and a helmet. The fourth wall. The fourth wall was shattered. Did the map developers design this to reflect... There's no fourth wall, dude. Did the map developers design this to reflect the Japanese dojo? Who says that? Alright, what's in the book? Huh? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is... Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class.
Hey!
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I could do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Oh, it must be Tuesday already. Yeah! Hi, Firestar. Popcorn. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. Manga for Morons. It's an introduction to Hope's Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Academy. Hope's Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are... Hope's Academy teachers who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent, so they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Academy managed to amass sizable funds. It began further research of talent. It sounds a whole lot like Harvard, doesn't it? But that shit's expensive as fuck. To create Hope's Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Academy. Hope's Academy was crippled by this incident. It was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. You know, it never really does tell me what the tragedy is, I think. I still never really figured out what the fuck the tragedy is it? Huh. The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Academy. These names are so melodramatic, there's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but... No, it'd be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of the Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too, huh? That's a really good fucking point. To be clear, tragedy and the biggest, most awful whatever are two separate incidents. Really now? Okay then. Well, that doesn't help me because now I have more questions. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, The Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I'd know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault that I forgot? That's not it!
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Damn it! What the heck? Reserve department has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your fuck, that's annoying, isn't it? You learned about the most awful in DR1. The tragedy. I learned about the tragedy, but I never learned about the tragedy of Host Peak Academy, I think. Poor Hajime now being bullied by Monokuma. It never ends, man. It never ends. If it's not Nagito / Makoto bullying me, it's fucking Monokuma now. By the way, wasn't there supposed to be another, like... Hi, Kazuichi. Wasn't there supposed to be, like, another, room? Like, somewhere on... maybe I'm thinking the 4th floor.
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. Like, it's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. That's what the hell Sonia said. Are we gonna be able to go to the morgue? No? Okay, what room can we go into then? The classroom. Alright. The tragedy is the incident that occurred at Host Peak, but it's not the worldwide one. Then why do they call it the tragedy and the tragedy at Host Peak Academy? Why do they have two different names if it's just the same thing? Look. Got a gun. This is another manga that's it's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy, huh? Because Danganronpa. Wasn't the tragedy of Host Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Host Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it wasn't the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. Or it was. Sorry, that's what it said, right? It was the trigger? It was the trigger. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is... As the name suggests, the tragedy of Host Peak Academy occurred at Host Peak Academy. The key player at that event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. What the heck? I've never met this name before. Izuru Kamukura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Host Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was also known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Host Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. Is that what happened in the... That was the, that one classroom, right, that had a whole bunch of corpses in it? Well, I say corpses, but the lines of corpses. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. It is, okay, so I'm thinking, okay, so that's the tragedy that they're mentioning about, when they had the closed off portion of a second floor or something. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa 0. Danganronpa 0? With a heavy sigh, I close the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope Peak Academy. What irony! DR0 is a novel. What? Is it on Amazon or something? Like, can I get this off Amazon? Oh damn! It's got a couple volumes. Holy crap! Japanese edition though. Fuck! Oh well, I'll come back to that at some point. Hello, Danganronpa 0 is interesting. I probably wanna buy physical copies of that as long as I can read it in English. Well, if I try to get it in Japanese, maybe I'd be encouraged to relearn my Japanese. But not with Duolingo. Speaking of that, I gotta uninstall Duolingo at some point. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. Oh! You should be lucky that you're incompetent. This dick, dude. He's becoming worse than fucking Makoto. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagato mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagato said was the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way, I have no reason to do something like that. Kinda makes you think that Hajime is actually the traitor. I mean, he just doesn't know it. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in Houston history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage? Who is that? This incident is really messed up, and all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. You think? Next I'm gonna find Fuyuhiko outside, right? Is that what's gonna happen? Oh, right. Wait, did you evolve? Oh, wait, what? Oh, you died faster than I anticipated you to die. I'm just gonna leave you dead. Fuck it. I'm not gonna deal with that. We're so close to the end of the game. Why do I even bother? Unless I want more coins or something. I bet you the morgue is open, right? Surely? Yeah, the morgue's open, but I didn't see anybody else out here. Did I miss them? Nope, no Fuyuhiko or anybody else. Alright, we get to go to the morgue. Let's see if the, what is it? 10, 11 students are supposed to be dead there? Or is it 12 students? Byakuya Makoto, Aoi Toko, Yasuhiro. 11. What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Oh, hey, look, it's the cloths. It's like a plastic tarp. Why is this left out like this? Clean up after yourselves, will you? Well, the lights are off, which means these guys are either dead or they're not occupied. Well, gone, not dead. I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least that's what it looks like, but that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. The idea should have been canceled during development or something. Huh? What am I thinking? Well, the lights are off, so nobody is here anymore. Oh, hey, I see a Monokuma doll. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? Just look at that Monokuma there, just right there. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Take a shot every time they say the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. You won't survive. Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Ooh. I don't like the background going on here. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy at Hope Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. Hey, abnormality mentioned. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. And as the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. Sounds about right. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope Peak Academy's talent for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread the despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. 5. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. 6. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant? What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough! What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you to not remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you all the clues here are real?
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. As the headmaster, I'm conflicted. Gotta let you know, if you want to graduate, you gotta know about the outside world, yo! Or 24 worker that don't drink coffee, yeah. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but I would never dare work more than 5 days a week. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm gonna do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps, no, that's definitely it. The tragedy has been added. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? They're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope Peak Academy to its destruction. Are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy? Plus, the organization just isn't one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. I'm not gonna get the Monokuma doll. Whew, that was close, I nearly froze to death. So, where should I go next? Back inside the room to pick up the Monokuma doll.
I've been found.
It's too bad I didn't find all of them, huh? I would have loved to actually find all of them. Isn't it? It's for taste, but necessity. That's like saying a retail worker absolutely has a necessity for drinking Monster energy drinks. Which I don't doubt. Oh, so this freaking effect going on over here is messing me up, dude. Oh, that classroom's open now. Okay. Real quick, I didn't check for Monokuma dolls in here, and I have a really weird feeling they're all, like, here. By the way, it's been an hour already. What the fuck? Drink water. Well, I don't see a Monokuma doll in here. But there isn't one. Not like it matters, I've never got all of them. I know what it is, you guys told me what it is, but still disappointing to not be able to, like, see it for myself. Hi, Fuyuhiko! No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. Keeps glancing at me. I wonder why? It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn
I'll let
right.
you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Oh, you'd have to? Alright.
Hiya.
Why, hello, Hajime! Hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No, no.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up, what did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair. Huh? Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl? Bukuro.
Yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. I guess technically her too. Junko Enoshima?
Hey.
As for the former ultimate despair, she created the despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people will join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey.
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
Phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
And what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do that. Bleh. There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey.
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is so full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. The idea that idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko. Like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food for her children, they dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy at Hotik Academy? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened in the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. God damn, what? What about Hajime then? Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded. Huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I could believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima? It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima's already dead. Huh? Oh wow, they brought her portrait back. Ultimate despair has been added to the True Bullets section. Reserve department has been updated. Department populated with reserve corps students who took general interest exams. Money. And then 2,357 students committed suicide. Only one survivor. A 0 murdering 13 members of council. Ultimate tragedy. Ultimate despair. This term was adopted by the group responsible for causing the tragedy. but in actuality it originally referred to a certain female high school student named Junko Enoshima. Fucking, I remember that portrait. I remember that portrait very clearly. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. I did not see, no. A bloody classroom? No, wait, what was that you said about killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima's dead.
like,
Turns out the killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
so.
The students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up! But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko's no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Why is Monokuma being so silent? Hi, Bun. Hi, Late. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead and the rest of the Ultimate Despair is behind this, are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that killing school life. Oh, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are their surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island? Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Who knows? Nobody said anything. Draco's been updated. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a time.
exciting.
You're getting closer to clearing my character out. You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Can't believe this is being broadcast on the Mr. Beast. Can you imagine if Mr. Beast's next skit, or one of his dumb skits, was related to Danganronpa? Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Hey,
Killing School Life is about our former students of Hope Peak Academy had their memories taken away and were forced to kill each other. Surveillance cameras broadcasted it. A symbol of hope. It's the same dialogue. Can I survive a killing school game on a remote island? I don't know, could you? I don't think I could. That would be so wrong for so many reasons. Yeah, but here's the thing. I can imagine Mr. Beast doing it.
What?
What a surprise! Do you want to hear about the ultimate despairs again? No, I don't really need you to.
Hey!
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to groups these days, so it's actually a term he's just started on his own. As the former ultimate despair, she blah 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 and created the ultimate despairs. Charismatic. Main reason. It's fine already, you don't have to keep explaining. Huh? It's fine already, but I'm just getting into the good part. Good part or not, I've already heard this from you before. Let me out. Let me out. I wasn't expecting both of them to repeat the same dialogue. Hi, Akane. We are in this... What floor are we on? Chem lab? Chem lab was 4th floor, right? Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Yep, 4th floor. I would probably die very fast. I'm too honest to try to make people like me. Or would you be the first person to kill somebody? That's the real question. Hi, Akane. Akane is twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So...
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut!
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about that main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Yeah, that's what worries me, because I don't know who the hell the main cast is. Especially when you refer to it as main cast. Well, Data Lab's not open. The headmaster... Oh, no, the music room? I wouldn't kill anybody, but I wouldn't be friendly at anybody, and that pissed me off. So people probably would try to kill me very early. I mean, that's not the only reason. Why is the Rosetta Stone in front of me? This looks like the music room. I feel like I could see something strange. I mean, yeah, we see the Rosetta Stone, basically. The fuck is the hall? No, just ignore that for a second. It's a very nice looking grand piano. It might be very valuable. Ibuki might have been able to play this. Oh. Alright, let's start with the hologram. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be the survivor of Host Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. Wait, what? 15? Hello? What? You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. This might be, the email that Kyoko's father had written. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible that they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Wait, what? This is what? Now I have no idea about the time frame. Also, if they are survivors of Host Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. What the fuck? It seems that we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program? Survivors of Host Peak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation. There were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. Starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. The Academy survivors, Well, I might as well look at the Rosetta Stone now. Looks like it's some sort of monument. Would there be a monument in a music room? Or why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved in the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, is that 8 now? The graduates of Host Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Host Peak Academy? Wait, what? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. That means that Kyoko, Makoto, Byakuya, Aoi, Yasuhiro, and Toko make what? No? I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed the Future Foundation is on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope Peak Academy and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Fucking 9, dude. 9 times this has popped up. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Ashima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email, too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there are still so many mysteries. And we're never going to get answers to them because this game is never going to feed us answers. I definitely feel like someone's getting closer. Fall down. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
Probably the office, right? I mean, the room that kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well.
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. He couldn't stalk her because the school's the school's changing everything around. Is that a fucking thing about Hiyoko back there?
This is bad.
Hey, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. Yeah, man, I'm really worried. What if something happens to me when Miss Sonia isn't looking? This guy is so useless sometimes. He never stops being useless. Monokuma doll on the right. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? Oh yeah, look at that. How cute. I like how they're glitched out, too.
Are you serious?
Well, first off, I'm very interested about the subjects thing back there because I see a lot of names I can recognize. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. Yeah, you think? Hiyoko, Hajime, Chiaki, Kazuichi, Akane, Sonia, Peko, Nagito, Gundam, Ultimate Imposter. There's not even a name for it. Mahiru, Mikan, Ibuki, Teruteru, Nekomaru, Fuhiko. That means that wasn't actually Byakuya in any way. This just confirms it. Flower. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Saionji is written there. What is this newspaper? She looks a lot different in this picture, doesn't she? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But this photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure. It's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? Huh? This lady looks pretty mature. She Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Saionji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything. Neither I.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Saionji family's only daughter. Well, okay, now I'm confused. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course
What are you
not.
saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. That's actually kind of fucked up when you think about it.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then the Hiyoko in this newspaper is still alive? Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist?
Hey, hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
This is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean there were also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? It's better not to have anything to do with time. It better not have anything to do with time travel. That would be kind of lame. She looks older. What the fuck? Also, she doesn't look demonic at all. She looks cute. That's the part that bugs me. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched on the placard says Host Peak Academy founder is Zero Kamu. Wait, what? The founder of Host Peak Academy, and this name is Zero Kamukura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. I used a lullification beam on her, almost like she'd gone through some character development. Negative character development. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. It's like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. You understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. You know who that sounds like? Makoto. Instead of developing her body, it did the opposite. Oh man, I probably would have liked Hiyoko, even if she was a bitch, if she had that body. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds. Is that 10? That's 10. It's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. I would hate her equally if she was more developed. Fair enough. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage. Next stage?
Are we screwed? Hey, hey!
Don't tell me all this killing is gonna have some psychotic conclusion like it's some experiment. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, Soda. We're on the 3rd floor now, so we're going down in floors. Damn it, not again! The hallway is different from last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I've moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy. Yeah, but I don't remember much about the 3rd... Oh. Now I remember everything about the 3rd floor. Yay. Oh wow, those are some interesting looking pillars. That's not locked. Dude, the glitchiness is confusing me a little bit. Art room is closed. I bet the arcade room is open, right? Huh. Huh. Why? Why? You know what? I'm just not gonna question it anymore. I find it funny how at this point I had already put together everything that was happening. I didn't. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. I had one at my school. You okay there, Sakura? It's a nice, firm-looking leather sofa. It looks like it'd be comfortable for anyone to sleep on. There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. Mahiro would have been happy to see this. And all the game needed to do for me was to give me one name. I was on a copium state when I was in this part. I admire your memory, Llama. There's a dartboard, but this is still a school, right? Or did Monokuma just randomly make up this place? Nope. Nope. It's a file with Host Peak Academy's seal on it. It says confidential. This means that this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope, and that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word True Hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing True Hope. Hope Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True Hope, huh? I didn't want to be what I thought it was, so I ignored all clues about that and tried to think of something else. I'm trying to pick up the clues, but my brain hurts. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the reports we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Damn. So we were under the care of the original 6? It says here they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Who's controlling you? Seems to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything if that to what's happening right now. Yeah, if I pick up a name... Right now, the only thing I have is... Apparently Junko might still be alive. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so... What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. Welcome to the second floor, where shit's all fucked up even more. Oh. You good there, Kane?
It smells...
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Kane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see, my gut feeling is... They're both!
Yo!
He's right, they're both. Wait, what? Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details, it's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Both? Both? How can they possibly be both? Do you still like me, Falky? I mean, here's the sad thing. I've never played Doki Doki Literature Club, so I have no frame of reference. I've seen it. Also, have you noticed that this is literally the background code? If you're to open up Cheat Engine or something, this is what you would see. A bunch of, not stop codes. You'd be seeing these. You'd be seeing all this, basically. Our guide is saying that someone is coming, heh. Fucking lewd. Lewd dude over there! Lewd dude! Library. Dude, the music, though. You know, I haven't seen Sonia yet, either. I wonder where she is. I played without knowing what is Doki Doki about and didn't expect to be what it is. Ha! Yeah, that would definitely do it to ya. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Besides the Monokuma doll, maybe? Actually, there's like... Well, I don't even know what I'm looking for over here. If there is a Monokuma doll here, I'd be very surprised. Nope. Alright. End of the game traumatized. Watch out for any washed up grade 9 fixers in there. Bro. The library. I see what you did there. Pretty sure I had a panic attack mid-game. I'm sorry, what? From this game or Doki Doki? This hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. Should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. From Doki Doki? Ooh. Yeah, no, I can understand why that would happen. That game fucked them up. I'm not exaggerating on the trauma thing. No, I believe you, dude. I believe you. If you have no idea what to expect, yeah. To the Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? Wait, what? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggested someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? That cutscene we had on Chapter 0, that would mean that Makoto did pick up that fucking arm. And I had an IRL experience with something similar, so it got way stronger than it should be. Damn, Zyre, maybe that should have been a game you, like, had someone else tell you if there was anything bad about it. Classroom, huh? Is there anybody else in the hallway besides Akane still who's glitching out like mad?
It smells...
Nope, okay. It's the only door open, too, so we're going to the classroom then! Doki Doki actually has a lot of comments that people had experienced as IRL. I've never had an experience like Doki Doki Literature Club happen to me IRL, so maybe I'm considered lucky on that part, but damn. Nobody would know because I usually don't talk about that. Fair. Oh, good. We get more glitchiness. Wait, what? Isn't this the first floor? Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Oh, I see it now. I saw it just now. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. Neo World Program? This word, Neo World, I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. What? The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Wait, what? Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. We're in a program? Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. What happened, dude? Ah! I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that. There's no way. Something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order and clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? I'm getting fucked up, dude.
No!
This explains why the world is glitching out so badly. Damn it, this surveillance camera is so messed up. Everything is so messed up. Or is it? This is so messed up. All the things I'm seeing, what's real? What should I believe in? Shit, I don't know. At this point, I was angry at the game. Even the Monokuma theater is all fucked up. Hey, how you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Neo World program was all I needed to see to confirm it at the very beginning. Can I take a small pause to take a look at my VODs really quick? I need to see something here because I don't recall a fucking thing about the first fucking... That was ages ago at this point. Hell's Peak Academy. Oh, wow, that effect happened immediately. That same fucking effect at the very first start of the game, barely 10 minutes in. It's a door. There's a door. Go inside the door. You gotta go inside the door. Bum bum ba-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum. I was in front of a door, but how did I get inside a classroom? Llama, the fact that you remembered that is ridiculous, because I would never have remembered the door thing. I remember the classroom, but not the doors. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... weird lines of code, dude. We're just nothing but lines of code. Oh, hey, it's the first floor. Oh, boy. Everything's breaking down. Oh, wow, it's Sonia. Long time no see, girl.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh?
Oh my.
Huh? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? You good, Sonia? The placebo effect and the nocebo effect. Why did I feel the need to talk about that? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, great. Lovely. Do I really want to talk to him? Yes, it is. Thank God I'm not the only one who thinks that. From the weirdness of the words I saw, I got it from the start. Now, Zyrek, imagine that was me that was playing the entire game with that knowledge. I can't imagine you playing the game with that knowledge from the very beginning, because that's just insanity to me. Like, it doesn't make sense that you would read or remember that. You good there, Monokuma? The moment you discovered that the truth was a lie, all hope would disappear. Oh. What else are we expected to find out then? At this point, I know we're in a simulation now, and it's all fucked up. It's supposed to be a window here, right? Do I remember wrong or something? Maybe there were never any windows, and this is actually right. Damn it. Surveillance camera. There's a whole bunch of... Generating monocores. File read in 4 seconds. Warning. The render... Zetsuber renderer is not a registered renderer. Renderer or not. Error. No object matches. Name. Future. System.chr. Warning. The renderer... Not registered. Warning. The current active tab is... Not a scene tab. The icon size change operation is no. Null. Z. Who the hell uses the Z drive? Kibu game. If classroom. Oh god. Command port security warning. Name command port default. Update. End creator model island. This is all actual lines of code, dude. I mean, I think the story is good and all, but the Neo World thing, I was afraid how that would play out. Someone who has a lot of drives. The only time you ever name something the Z drive is if you wanted to name the Z drive for no particular reason, or you were worried about a shared drive situation and you don't want people accessing the Z drive, so you pick the last one, but everyone would pick the last one. If anything, I'd rather pick, like, the P drive or something. Because then I can make the joke it's a penis drive or a pussy drive. Big object! Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object... Spin! Oh. Oh no. Not lines of code. Oh shit, stuff's happening in the background too. Huh? Hi, Chihiro. Oh, I guess alter ego in this case, huh? Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me alter ego. Oh, I don't fucking believe this. What? It's actually alter ego? This is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. But what are you? Alter ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing, and because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Minecraft gaming? I want to play some Minecraft. Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. It's floating. Like my feet are hovering above the floor. Like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Fujisaki Chihito, age unknown, height unknown, weight unknown, not female. Error, no identifier, linked. I want to know what that binary says. Can we take a pause to see what that binary says? I have to find out what that binary says. Binary translator. Zero one 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 zero one zero one one zero 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 one zero zero one one zero zero one 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 zero zero zero. 8. The fuck is the 8 mean? 001001110001110011101101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010 and 011001110. Converted all that. It's all gibberish, Commander. Doesn't pop up anything. Do I need to pick a different text? Unicode, maybe? No. Japanese, maybe? Sure, no. Can you give me, like, English? Please? Something? Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to do it. You know, it might actually be Korean text. I'm sorry, not Korean text. Japanese text, because did I mess one of them up? 00110. No, that's right. I got... What the heck is this? Okay. Translate. This language. What is this? What? It is... No, that's not Korean. Go to Japanese, you bastard. I don't have anything. I literally have no fucking idea what it is. Imagine if it was blue, so it would be the pantsu color. Possibly a cipher? Oh god, if it's a fucking cipher, hold on a minute. Can we like, can I do like translation screenshots or something? Because whenever I try to translate it to ASC2 or UTF-8, it comes out 8 question mark 8 question mark space X question mark. So I'm not getting, I'm not actually getting anything. I'm just getting 8. Doesn't make any sense, obviously. What if I do the other ones? Wait, what if they're all supposed to be together or something? Wait, hold on a minute. Maybe I can... No? Okay, so it doesn't matter with that one. If I try to open up the other ones, then 1001100111000. What does that get me? It just gets me 8 again. Does it have to be Korean? Nope, it comes out the same shit with Korean. I have no idea then. I don't have any idea. If it's a cipher, it's a pretty damn good one. Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. What exactly says 8 what? 8. That's all I get. I get 8. I get 8? Here, I'll literally paste what I did. I get that. Doesn't make any fucking sense at all, but that's what I get, and I'm like, that is not it. That is absolutely not it. It's like it doesn't know what that text is. So unless I put it wrong, which is possible. Hey, wait a minute. The binary is different now on this page. Now it's 00011. Hold on, let me grab that bottom one. 00011011010. J. Hold on a minute here. 1100110111 10111011101 11010101 111 and 011001001001011. Nope. It gets me more gibberish. I don't think they actually did anything with the binary. It's probably safe to say there's nothing with the binary. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I'm to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances, for example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems that launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. Just gibberish then? It's probably just gibberish, which is unfortunate, because they could have easily snuck something in on the binary. There is no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if it was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Putting the program in the survivors of Hope Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is it the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo Ward program is programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. The teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. Oh man, okay. It would be funny to have a pie recipe hidden there. What kind of pie? Oh, a creamy one. Yeah, perverts! I thought I was bad with the perversion. It's been 2 hours, by the way. Drink water. You know, I haven't seen Zoe for a minute. I don't know where she's hiding. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind... Oh, there you are, Zoe. As I speak of the devil. I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? Everything skibbity virus. Everything gets the essence of a toilet and became all shit. I can't believe Monokuma done this. If so, does that virus also possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? That's so freaking irritating. Mental Omega, dude. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who is a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Updated. But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, though it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure, and... Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the defluxation based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable, and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world and the situation where the context invites your deaf. All that to say that if you die in this world, you technically are unobservable and are technically maybe brain dead. No way you pronounced it paradigm. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I might have pronounced it completely incorrectly. Hey? I get it, Monokuma. Did you have to go inverted colors? Oh, that's fucked up. Holy shit, it's Sans Monokuma. Paradigm? How do you pronounce that word? I'm gonna actually look that up now. Paradigm. Oh, it's paradigm. Fine. Fine. Paradigm. I've never had to pronounce that word. What the heck? Hey, what the heck is Makoto? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo Ward program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm gonna say what I need to say and believe that you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo Ward program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys, but this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did you want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient room was supposed to open after you finished gathering the Hope Fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left the 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. Oh! So that's what that whole mouse thing was about. Which means Monokuma has the exact same role. God damn. I never thought Nagato, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set that the password to that number. The number that number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst-case scenario, when an observer who has that role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they should be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Fuck. Deaf.
Hmm? Say what?
What was that just now? Oh, he was being counter-hacked. So that's why he was spamming deaf so much. Hey, Hajime. What was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no-good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? Mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. And it sucks! But what are we supposed to do when the truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't it all be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? The despair, dude. The despair. Shutdown sequence has been added to the truth sections of your notebook. Special command that can be used during the graduation exam. If you use this, you can override the observer and forcibly escape from the Neo World program. Not even the teacher observer can prevent that. Interesting.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy.
See you soon.
Man, this distortion stuff is crazy to me. A red door, huh? Just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Ugh, oh, God. Oh, thank God you put me actually in, like, in front of the door. Ugh, God. Is there anybody else here, by the way? I know it's a bad idea to look around, but I'm just gonna, like, look around really quick just to make sure. Nobody? Cool. It's the red door. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in there? If I do that, would this be finished? Oh wow, I can't even— I can only look up or down, we can't look left or right. Dude, how the hell did they come up with this? This is one hell of a way to show off a simulation, isn't it? Lines of binary, lines of code all over the place, wireframes, glitching textures, glitchy, like, screens. Inverse Doom. Okay, can we stop with the brightness? Fuck! instead of not looking up, it's no looking on the sides. Temu Matrix? Weird. Huh, this place.
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems that this is gonna be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? Sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different from the one from before. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
Seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
Oh, you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Host Peak Academy, you've finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You.
You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. From before!
Phew.
This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey, hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
Of course, if that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Ahem! Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a problem. That's a substantially massive problem. It's gonna automatically choose repeat because there are 11 dead students. Looks like Hajime was the only one getting those main clues. Yeah, that's a problem still, though.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences. Fuck, there it is! Then the result is based on our majority vote. Ahem, if graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right? No, you can't do that yet. Can't believe Danganronpa 2 copied from Squid Game. I don't think I've watched the first Squid Game, but I don't remember this sequence at all. Oh, wait, yes I do. I do remember this sequence. Yeah, if they wanted to leave, they could leave, right, with the vote. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current. Shut up! Who the heck cares? I'm gonna press it.
what's this?
My, which of your orifices are using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
But you don't have to worry. There was no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because that's how it has to be. Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about? Anyway, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority of votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program. But why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time, then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
There
is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who were involved, you know?
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on, what's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
Yeah. Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. What is he doing now? Aside from letting me save the game. Oh, we're Hello world hell. What? Hello world! Hello world, hello world, fuck off! I have no extra skills. Well, can't do anything about that. Now here's the question. Do we have time to do this? We're at 2.5 hours into the stream. At maximum, I have an hour and a half. Oh no, this is long. This is long? Uh-oh. Are we talking long where I have to set aside a weekend slot for this? 4 hours at minimum? Ooh, fuck, okay. Then it might be a good idea to hold off on this until Thursday, if that's the case. Which is kind of sad, because I didn't want to... I mean, I'm glad I found out a lot of stuff, but... If I let myself try to do this and I come back to this in the middle of it, my brain's gonna suffer confusion. It's better if I let my brain soak on what we just picked up, right? And come back on this on Thursday. But before we do that, let us just take a review of the truth bullets we do have. Reserve Department. A department populated by reserve corps students who took general interest exams, and conscious of the main department recruited ultimate level students, established to secure funds for Hope's Peak Academy. And we found out that pretty much everyone except for one of the reserve students committed suicide because of Junko's despair. Tragedy at Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy invested all their resources to create Izuru Kamakura, the ultimate hope, which we also saw as one of the names and portraits. A fuck ton of information being blasted on your face with a lot happening. Oh boy, yeah, no. It's better if we wait until Thursday. Izuru was later involved in the incident in which he brutally murdered 13 members of the student council. Despite the Academy's efforts to conceal this incident, a certain someone took advantage of this incident to provoke the dissatisfied reserve students into rising against the Academy, which I'm assuming was Junko. The tragedy. Hopelessness. It's just hopelessness, that's all it is. Hopeless event was caused by a group known as Ultimate Despair, which was responsible for completely destroying Hope's Peak Academy. Through their utter devotion to a certain person, they brainwashed the masses and filled countless people with despair. Ultimate Despair herself! And then the Ultimate Despair group was actually Junko. This one we knew from Danganronpa 1. Killing school life. As part of the tragedy, Junko and Oshima forced the students of Hope's Peak Academy to kill each other, film their deeds with the school's surveillance cameras, and broadcasted it to the entire world. The Academy's survivors. According to the report from the Future Foundation, there are apparently 15 people who are known as the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. It means all 15 survivors were safely taken in by the Future Foundation. You know the problem I have here, but it's probably information I might pick up during the trial? Or whatever this class trial is about. What the hell happened between the events of DR1 to DR2? Remnants of Despair. Even after Junko Inoshima's death, an influential group known as the Remnants of Despair still exists. Unless they're stopped, the tragedy will never end. The list of subjects and also Hiyoko being thrown up. The placard with the founder of Hope's Peak Academy, Izuru Kamakura, makes no sense. The Hope Cultivation Plan, based on research from a bunch of Ultimates. The email to Makoto. Who we don't know who sent that email, but they're talking about why are you harboring despair. Got the program, which was made by a bunch of Ultimates. It was a program for creating hope, but it became filled with death and violence after the virus infected it. Here's the only question I still have. What the hell happened to the people that actually did die in the world? Are they, like... Is it the same as Sword Art Online, where if you die here, or you die in the virtual world, you die in real life? Shit, I don't know. Observers! An enormous amount of authority is given to the teacher observer, including the power to create rules within the program. Leon. Password to enter the ancient ruin. Even the teacher doesn't know it. For the person who set up this password, this number is very meaningful to them. The shutdown sequence and the origins. To combat the biggest, most awful... Yeah, okay. They established the Future Foundation. And that's it. Cool. That's a lot of information. Oh man. Oh, by the way, it's still dead. I'm not gonna clean that up. Okay, with that then, I guess we're gonna regrettably end it here. I'm just concerned the class trial is just gonna be something really long, so we'll save it for Thursday, I guess. Other than that, damn. Short stream, huh? Short stream. Yeah, short stream. Really short stream. Wow, wow, something is still locked here. If you tried to see everything today, it would end it very late. Yeah, and there would be a problem because I still have work in the morning. So unless this was... if I did this in the weekend, then yeah, sure, I could probably make it work. I wonder if they're ever gonna change this victim to, like, the imposter, or the ultimate imposter instead. Instead it's still Byakuya. That's one of the reasons I kind of asked if you want to do the Dangan series on the weekend. With DR1, that was questionable, right? But definitely with DR2, with even how long the first chapter was, I could see why. And I question, like, how long DR3 is, and wonder if I should have that on the weekend slot when I get to it. DRV3 will be even longer. I don't doubt it, for some reason. The sound gallery. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. First chapter had, what, 20, 30 hours of gameplay for me? Shit, I don't know how many hours of gameplay I had, and I thought I was going at a relatively, like, good pace.
Danganronpa.
I don't know why I don't just buy everything up. It's not like I'm doing anything with my coins anyway.
Playtime's over! Now! Where'd you hide the bombs?
Yes, you are going at a good pace. It's just that I'm really damn slow at pace. That's fine, that's fair. Everyone has their own pacing. By the way, God, I wish that was me. Look what it's called, too. It's literally called Mounted. They knew what they were doing with that fucking name. Oh wow, there's still a lot. Holy fuck, there's a lot. Is there no batch unlock button? There isn't a batch unlock button, sadly. Even with the music that I have to unlock even the music from this too. I think it's to prevent you from like accidentally buying everything, but if you're just trying to buy everything anyway, I don't think it matters. Also, I'm out of coins now. I still need so many coins. God damn, dude. Fair enough. You know what's interesting is I'm still missing two things here. I know one of them must be the same thing from Danganronpa 1, where you have like the post-game, like you get the opportunity to collect everyone's hope fragments, right? But I have no idea what this extra one would be. By the way, it's funny how my pace is too damn slow unless I'm forced to go fast, or when I know that what I have to do. In this case, my pace is of a speedrunning pace. Is this how you feel with Danganronpa 3? Wait a minute, I just saw something there. No, go back! I can change the voices to Japanese. What the heck was that? Is there even any voice acting in this? I don't recall any voice acting. Danganronpa 3, I feel like I'm an old man trying to run a marathon for the first time. Is your lumbago okay? Okay, I don't know what else to do, I guess, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back, because you know this background makes a lot more sense now. A lot of the stuff that I was seeing in the game makes a lot more sense now when you think about it from the context of a program. That makes me wonder, what the heck was Chiaki doing? Or how is the observer teacher... I'm sorry, the teacher/student role supposed to work? Playing DE or any other game fast-paced, it feels like I'm a gremlin that ate too much sugar and coffee at the same time, and just wake me up hyped to do something. You know what you could use that energy for? Playing a game you never thought you'd play again or something, like Hades. Cultic, yes! Get in the play Cultic. What? Hold on, what? Okay, no, never mind, it's just random. Usami saves them. Monokuma drags them away to a new location. Alright, cool. It's linear but has open maps, so you should have no big problems. It's also very fun. Remember, like, I played Cultic on stream at one point. It was very fun and enjoyable. I liked it a lot. Man, it's really weird to just end the stream this early, but I guess I don't really have a choice. Alright then. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I guess we'll pick this up on Thursday with what I'm assuming is gonna be the last class trial, but class trial for what? Also, Falky, you should try playing Asgard's Fall. I'll look at it. Asgard's Fall. Viking Survivors. Wait a minute. I don't know, I've seen this. I've seen this game pop up on my recommended on Steam, and I was like, looks fun because it reminds me of Loop Hero in terms of its game its pixel design. I also like how Steam is recommending me Limbus Company. By the way, you've played Library of Ruina. You played LobCorp. You should play Limbus Company now. Like, yeah, I could, but I'm gonna wait to play that. Expedition 33 is also on my list of games I want to play. I don't know about Schedule 1. That's an idea. Probably because I'm playing it. Maybe? I did see it pop up once, but I forgot what it was why it was recommending it to me. Da-down, bum bum, ba-down, bum bum bum, ba-ba-down, bum bum bum, ba-da-down, bum bum bum. Stupid binary translator. I was really hoping we'd get something out of that, but I guess not. No binary translator for me, because that shit was gibberish. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here then. Like I said, we'll pick this up again on Thursday. That's the next Danganronpa day. But tomorrow we have some Library of Ruina, and I don't know where we're going from there because I sure as hell didn't build any fucking decks on that one. I just kinda... What did I do? I did something and now my brain doesn't remember what I did. Oh well, I'll figure it out again on tomorrow. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Come join the Discord server. We have one. Come chat with the community, stuff like that. We have emotes, in case you want to use them, because we have a lot of emotes that I don't have the ability to give you on Twitch or on YouTube, because I don't have affiliate on Twitch, and I don't have monetization on YouTube. But you can get me there if you subscribe. If I get 500 subs, and I keep 500 subs, I can get monetization, and I can get emojis on the channel. I have a lot. Seriously, I have a lot of emojis, and I keep trying to add more. Okay, I have nothing else to add except for have a good morning, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Also, drink some water before we go. Bye-bye!